أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The Saviour of Mankind, Arabia is the land of unparalleled charm and beauty, with its trackless deserts of sand dunes in the dazzling face of the tropical sun. Its starry sky has excited the information of poets and travelers. It was in this land that the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in the city of Makkah, which is about 50 miles from the Red Sea. Where is Makkah situated? Makkah is situated about 50 miles from the Red Sea. The Arabs possessed a remarkable memory and were an eloquent people, and their eloquence and memory found expression in their poetry. Every year, a fair was held for poetical competitions at Ukaz. It is narrated that Hamad said to Caliph Walid bin Yazid, I can recite to you for each letter of the alphabet 100 long poems without taking into account short pieces, and all of that was composed exclusively by poets before the promulgation of Islam. It is no small wonder that Allah Almighty chose the Arabic language for his final dispensation and the preservation of his word. What type of competition was held at the class? Poetic competition. In the 5th and 6th centuries, mankind stood on the verge of chaos. It seemed that the civilization, which had taken 4,000 years to grow, had started crumbling. At this point in time, Allah Almighty raised a Rasul among themselves to lift the humanity from ignorance into the light of faith. When Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was 38 years of age, he spent most of his time in solitude and meditation. In the cave of Hira, he used to retire with food and water and spend days and weeks in remembrance of Allah Almighty. The period of waiting had come to a close. His heart was overflowing with profound compassion for humanity. He had a pressing urge to eradicate wrong beliefs, social evils, cruelty, and injustice. The moment had arrived when he was to be bestowed with Nabuwwat. One day, when he was in the cave of Hira, Hazrat Gabriel alayhi salam came and conveyed to him the following message of Allah Almighty. Ikra bi ismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq. Khalaqal insana min alaq. Ikra wa rabbukal akram. Wa rabbukal akram allazi allama bil kalam. Allama al insana ma lam yalam. Read in the name of thy Lord, who created man from a clot of congealed blood. Read, and thy Lord is most bountiful, who taught the use of the pen, taught man that which he knew not. Quran, Surah 96, Ayat 1 to 5. The revelation of the divine message, which continued to the next 23 years, had begun, and the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam had arisen to proclaim the oneness of Allah, Tawheed, and the unity of mankind. His mission was to destroy the nexus of superstition, ignorance, and disbelief, and set up a noble conception of life and lead mankind into the light of faith and divine bliss. What was the mission of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam? His mission was to destroy the nexus of superstitions, ignorance, and disbelief, and set up a noble conception of life and lead mankind to the light of faith and divine bliss. Since this belief was threatening their dominance in the society, the pagan Arabs started to mount pressure on the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his followers. They wanted them to denounce their cause and take to idol worshipping. On one occasion, they sent a delegation to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam's kind and caring uncle Hazrat Abu Talib. They told him to restrain the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam from preaching Allah Almighty's message or face their enmity. Finding himself in a dilemma, he sent for his nephew and explained to him the situation. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam responded with these memorable words: my dear uncle, if they put the sun on my right hand and the moon on my left, even then I should not abandon the proclamation of the oneness of Allah, Tawheed. I shall set up true faith upon the earth or perish in the attempt. Why did the pagan Arabs send a delegation to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam Sanka? Since this belief was threatening to their dominance in the society, the pagan Arabs started to mount pressure on the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his followers. They wanted them to renounce their cause and take to idol worshipping. On one occasion, they sent a delegation to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam's kind and caring uncle, Hazrat Abu Talib. They told him to restrain the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam from preaching Allah Almighty's message or force their enmity. This is the answer. The Rasul's sallallahu alaihi wasallam's uncle was so impressed with his nephew's firm determination that he replied, "Son of my brother, go thy way, none will dare touch thee. I shall never forsake thee." And the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam did go the way Allah Almighty had chosen for him. Imbued with divine guidance and with resolve, the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam encountered all the challenges with grace and dignity. In no time, he elevated man unto the highest possible level in both spiritual and worldly domains. He was also a driving force behind the Arab conquests, which have created an everlasting impression on human history. No wonder he is universally acknowledged as the most influential figure in history. In the words of Michael Hart, a great historian, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, however, was responsible for both the theology of Islam and its main ethical and moral principles. In addition, he played a key role in proselyte, proselytizing, proselytizing the new faith and in establishing the religious practices In fact, as the driving force behind the Arab conquest, he may well rank as the most influential political leader of all time. The Arab conquests of the 7th century have continued to play an important role in the human history down to the present day. Such a thorough transformation of man and society owes to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the deep faith in Allah Almighty, to his love for humanity, and to the possibility of his character. Indeed, his life is a perfect model to follow. In reply to a question about the life of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha said, his morals and character are an embodiment of the Holy Quran. The final word about the Saviour of mankind in the Holy Quran is Ya ayyuhan nabiyyu inna arsalnaka shahidan wa mubashiran wa nazira wada'iyan ilallahi bi iznihi wa sirajan munira. O Nabi, surely we have sent you as a witness and as a bearer of good news and as a warner and as the one inviting to Allah by his permission and as a light-giving torch. Quran, ayat, Surah 33, ayat 45 to 46. Difficult word meanings: unparalleled, unmatched, dunes, sandy hills, dazzling, extremely bright, tropical, very hot, elegance, fluent, promulgation, advent, dispensation, a spreading of message, words, edge, chaos, confusion, crumble, break into pieces, solitude, the state of being alone, meditation, thinking deeply in silence, especially for religious reasons. Compassion, strong feelings of sympathy for people who are suffering and a desire to help them. Eradicate, remove, bestowed with, to confer as a gift. Proclaim, declare, nexus, a complicated series of connections between different things. Pagan, disbeliever, renounce to state publicly that you no longer have a particular belief. Demolish, destroy. Dilemma, a difficult situation, forced to choose one of the two alternatives. Theology, religious beliefs, everlasting, never ending. Proselytizing, preaching. Transformation, complete change in somebody. Embodiment, living example. So this has come to an end. Thank you very much for watching and giving your sparing your time. And humble request is to like, share, and what are the three things? Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice and wonderful day. Good luck be with you.